I'd like to welcome back in studio Catherine Bardier from New London Hospital. How are you? You can't hear? Turn the volume up, maybe. Is that it? Okay.
I have it now.
There you go.
I'm like, I'm not hearing anything.
Must be whoever was using those headphones last turned them down.
Yeah.
I never know what's happening on that side of the board. You good?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you popping in.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. We haven't been able to make it happen the last couple times, but I'm
You're
happy.
busy.
I know. It's good. It's all good. I actually had 2 external meetings this week, and this is
in
my
person?
third. Yeah, in person.
With humans?
With you.
Wow. It's a new world.
And being in community health, I want to be in the community.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's wonderful to be out.
How has this whole pandemic just shackled you? And
Oh, it's crazy. It is just crazy. And it's changed a lot of what we do, especially with education, everything going virtual and, again, getting out. It's all about relationships,
Sure.
a lot of it, and networking. And so not being able to be out has really hindered that. I mean, I saw people this week who I've seen on a computer screen for the last year. So it's really nice to, meet them in person.
And for those who don't know what you do, how do you explain your job, like your role of New London Hospital?
Sure. So I was actually, I think the last time I was on, we talked about the Community Health Needs Assessment, which we do every 3 years as a not-for-profit. And we develop an implementation plan that leads all our work for the next 3 years. So we just completed that, and some of the things that popped up were around substance misuse, mental health, things that don't surprise people, mental health, healthy eating, active living, access to care, some of those programs. So what we do is we design our programming around that. And I'm out in the community sitting on coalitions around substance misuse for youth. I'm on a bike walk coalition. I'm on the Greater Sullivan County Public Health Network, where we're focused on all of those priorities. So really getting out and about, connecting with the community on what their needs are. It could be food insecurity. So hosting mobile farm stands and connecting with the farmers and the food pantries, et cetera. So it's a unique role that I love.
Sure.
And it's all about connecting with those in the community and their needs.
So you're a representative of the hospital,
Yes.
but also have the ability to utilize hospital resources
Yes.
to do things.
Exactly. And a lot of our work is funded through philanthropy and grants, actually.
Oh, really?
And so, connecting and fundraising and things like that as well are important to us.
So a lot of just healthy lifestyles,
Yes.
Holistically, from
Yes.
athletics, from hiking and biking and things of that nature,
Exactly.
to healthy eating, to you brought this thing in about
Yeah.
about diabetes.
Yes, preventative care. So making sure people are getting their mammograms, that they're preventing the diabetes from happening in the first place. Getting their colonoscopies, things like that. So preventative care is really big as well.
So the diabetes
Yes.
thing, the National Diabetes Prevention Program that
Yes.
you brought in, is it next month is Diabetes Awareness Month? Or
No, it's
is
in
there-
the fall.
The fall, okay.
But this is something we've done. We are certified for this program through the CDC, and the Diabetes Prevention Program is actually a year-long cohort for pre-diabetics, and it is free. We offer it for free through the hospital, and this is kicking off in September, and
Okay.
it'll run straight through till September of 22.
Oh, wow.
So, I brought you along a pre-diabetes risk test.
Yes, I took it. I failed.
You did.
I failed miserably.
So whether or not you're pre-diabetic, obviously, if you get a diagnosis from your physician, there's also a risk test you can look at to kind of gauge what your risk is. As I mentioned, men have a higher risk than women. Your age.
Right. I mean, out of all these things, there's only one thing I can change, or 2 things I can change on this list. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
That's true.
So half of the risks, are you older than 40?
Yes.
I can't change that. There's nothing I can do about it. So if you're younger than 40, you have 0 points. 40 to 49, 1 point. 50 to 59, 2 points. And 60 and older, 3.
Yes.
So the older you get, the more chance,
More risk.
more risk of getting diabetes.
That's correct. Some of the things also that you can't control. Did your mother, father, sister, brother have diabetes? So my mother, my grandfather, I have a nephew. It's definitely in the family. You can't control if you're a man.
Right. Man
or woman.
Man or woman.
Men are a higher risk.
So I didn't know this. If you're male, you have a better chance of getting diabetes
Yes.
than females.
Yes.
It's not fair.
No, it's not. Some things you can control. Are you physically active?
Yeah, we're gonna skip that. We're skipping that question.
Are you physically active? What's your weight category?
Also skipping
That's
that.
important too.
Yes.
Have you ever been diagnosed with high blood pressure? So keeping your blood pressure under control is also important. So there are some things you can control, some you cannot. But I think it's important to understand your risk.
Right.
And if you are at higher risk, then you are eligible to take this class. And the curriculum covers things like physical activity, your diet, all those topics. And like I said, it's a year long. In the beginning, it's once a week. It goes to biweekly, monthly, et cetera, over that year. It's not weekly for a year.
Okay.
Because that is a big commitment for folks. And again, it is free. And I highly recommend it. The past 2 cohorts have done really well in the program.
Okay.
It's interesting. The class, we have held in person in the past. We're going to start out virtually.
Okay.
And see how it goes. But right now it will be virtual.
So now obviously you brought in the paper for me.
Yes.
How can somebody take this?
Sure. On our website, which we have a brand new website.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it just went up and running on the 1st.
Oh.
We have all of our classes listed, and next to the diabetes prevention program, there is the prediabetes test. And once it is open for registration, you'll be able to register right on site as well.
I'm trying to find it.
I would say go up to the top right there.
Departments.
Over under events. I think there'll be
Events and classes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Health and wellness events probably?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's so Healthy Connections. We're on pause for the summer.
There it is.
Healthy Connections, our conversations, is something we do monthly. The Bruce P. King series. We took the summer off, but in the fall we have some incredible topics coming up around in September, recovery and addiction. In October, we have a speaker coming in to talk about headaches.
Okay.
Something that quite a few people suffer from, and what can you do around that. In October, we're hoping for a topic on menopause.
Oh.
So some pretty important topics, and again, those are all free as well.
Okay. So newlondonhospital.org is the website. Click on events and you can learn about Healthy Conversations. Also, you can click on the diabetes prevention program and take the pre-diabetes test right there online.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So you had sent me information on, was it a 5K coming up?
Yes. So unfortunately, we had to cancel hospital days again. Something that we held for, 95 years.
Yeah.
And unfortunately with COVID, we need to step back from that this year, and we normally have the triathlon, incredibly popular event.
Yes.
So this year we decided to scale back, and we're having the New London Hospital Day Hospital 5K run.
Okay.
It will be held on Sunday, August 8th at 9 a.m. Again, similar to the triathlon, it's kicking off at the New London Historical Society. Great place for the run. Registration is open now, and we'd love to have you join us. We're pretty excited about it. A little bit different than the past,
Sure.
but that's okay. That's okay.
I understand the cancellation of hospital days, that this isn't something that you plan instantaneous.
Oh, no.
That hospital days takes a very long time to plan.
Very true.
And to make it seamless, and hopefully the day goes seamless. You know what I mean? When people show up and they just think it just happens, but stuff doesn't just happen. You don't just get the midway and put on all the events and
the parade,
all that other stuff.
Yeah, it's quite the event, and we actually start planning in December, January.
Yeah.
And at that point, the numbers weren't looking very good. So, we decided to hold off for another year on that. But I'm so thrilled that we are still doing the New London Hospital 5K. Great event coming up. It gets everyone outside, and hopefully we'll have wonderful weather.
Sure.
So please go online. Again, Steve has the website up. You can register right online.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
So you go to newlondonhospital.org, and then you go to events, classes, scroll down to hospital days, and then there's a link right there to the 5K, and you can register right online. You can see the course. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful course.
Yes, it goes right around Little Lake, Sunapee.
Yeah.
And if you know that area at all, it is a really nice course. It goes right around the lake and then around the Historical Society.
Perfect. So you can register right there and get out and do something.
Yes, exactly.
Hopefully it's not raining.
I think people are enjoying getting outside.
I agree.
One of the events I attended this week was in New London on the town green, and it was just wonderful to be outside. It was sunny, a little too breezy, but it was sunny. And there were probably about 50, 60 people there. I was really surprised, and it was nice for everyone. You could just see everyone was having a great time laughing.
I feel like people are almost back to normal.
Yes. Yeah.
Which could be good, could be bad. I mean, I know there's that Delta variant that they keep talking about and ramping up. I don't know, fingers crossed it just kind of bypasses us.
I know.
Go other places.
I know. Well, again, we talked about this in the past as well, vaccinations. Super important. Get those vaccinations. And right now, there have been some pop-up clinics.
Okay.
If you have not received the vaccination yet, there are pop-up clinics happening. Last weekend, the state mobile van, which is super cute. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
Super cute, was at the Sunapee Farmers Market. Greater Sullivan County Public Health was at the Newport Farmers Market. So they're popping up in different places.
Berean Baptist Church?
It was there as well.
Okay.
They're also going to be, I was told, on Saturday, August 21st, they'll be at the Cornish Fair.
Oh, okay.
So they're attending fairs, farmers markets, churches. They are available.
They were at the Speedway, too.
Yes.
Weren't they?
Yes.
For the NASCAR week.
So if you're from an organization that would like a clinic, the best way to do that is to contact Greater Sullivan County Public Health. It's the acronym GSCPHN, Greater Sullivan County Public Health at hitchcock.org.
Okay.
And they can schedule a clinic for you right on site. So if you're a church that's listening, or a senior center, or anywhere that would like a clinic, please give them a call or an email, and they'll set up a pop-up.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that's important right now. Get those vaccinations. If you're not vaccinated, wear the mask, because, yes, the variant is out there. So it's important to protect yourself.
Talking to Catherine Bardier from the London Hospital. It's 9:33. Anything else going on?
No, I think that's it for today. Just planning for upcoming events for the fall and a couple things over the summer. So I'll be back.
Excellent. Well, we'll talk to you next month, and good luck with the 5K, which is
Thank you.
will have already happened by the next time I have you in. And so again, newlondonhospital.org, and click on events and scroll down to hospital days, and then you can register right there online for the 5K.
Excellent.
Thanks again for coming in.
Thank you.